on this day. John Hynes, a contract extension. Talking about being a year ahead of plan. Last year, the New Jersey Devils made the playoffs by a point, and they had, for the first time in their franchise's history, a Hart Trophy winner. Ray Shero and the ownership liked what they saw, so they offer Hynes a multi-year extension, and he accepts. This time of the year, I always think about Hynes as an assistant with the 04 USA team that won the World Juniors. He has had a distinguished career at a number of levels, including the National Hockey League, getting that team back to the postseason for the first time since 2012 when they played for Lord Stanley's Cup under Pete DeBoer. 97 points the year after they had 70. That's building this club in a positive direction. You see their record to this point, 15, 17, and 7. Who better to talk to about this than one of the guys that helped wallpaper the place? When you go to the Rock, you see Scott Stevens' number 4 hanging up there and those cup banners. Your view of his performance as the bench boss?
I like everything he says. I like his systems. I like the way he has control of the team. I think the players listen to John Hynes. They play hard for him. I think this is a great signing by the Devils. Last year they made it by 1 point. So let's be realistic. They're building. Sometimes you're going to have those years where you have a great year, everything goes your way. Taylor Hall, MVP of the league. That all happened. It doesn't automatically happen the next year. I know Hynes talked about that with this group, but this is how it works. You're building to something. It's not going to happen overnight. They've taken a bit of a step backwards this year. I think goaltending's been a bit of an issue, but overall, I think the right move is to keep Hynes. And if they get their goaltending situation squared away, maybe pick up a defenseman somewhere down the road, I think they will keep moving forward and be a much more consistent team and get into the playoffs year after year like some of the top teams in the National Hockey League.
I like that point you just made about being realistic, and that's no knock to what they did last year, because I love what this team did last year. I think everybody, we love those stories of them, the Colorado Avalanche. You almost start rooting for those teams just to see, keep this story going. But it's also, we got to understand that you have a Hall of Fame, not a Hall of Fame, sorry, an MVP season by Taylor Hall. So to think that, you know, he's going to be able to do that again, or anybody on your team is going to be able to be the MVP, that drove you in to get in by 1 point. So just taking it, the process along the way, I like it, creating some stability. That's the biggest thing. And you said it. I think the guys like playing for him. I like his systems. I like his up-tempo mindset and the way that he wants the team to play. This is a good move for the Devils, and just building stability and going through the process is what they need to do.
And like you said, eventually you're going to get better players to play that up-tempo system. To play that up-tempo system, you need some talent, you need speed, you need skill to play that. And when you don't have 4 full lines like the Tampa Bay Lightning, it's hard to do. But I think it's the right approach, it's the right style, and they're heading in the right direction.